One thing that I am learning to love about Tara.
Okay, oh my gosh. I gotta get out, okay.
Sleep that she requires. Don't put that in the video. She would not like that. Thought she was really attractive when I first saw her. I was like, whoa, that's a kindergarten teacher?
Connor was
Does that have to be appropriate? One down. Hey, we did it.
Connor and I would just like to thank all of our family and friends for being here on this very special day. Thank you for loving us through our whole relationship. We can't wait to enjoy this night with you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Let's party.
I was born in Denver, Colorado, but my family moved when I was a baby back to Lexington. That's where I grew up. Went to high school there, played a lot of sports. Then I went on to college at Nebraska Wesleyan and I played tennis there. I have a brother who is a pharmacist back in Lexington and a sister who is a school counselor in Lexington. I spend a lot of time with my family. We come back a lot to spend time with my nieces and nephews. I am a first grade teacher in Papillion. This is my second year in Papillion, and before I taught kindergarten in Lincoln for 4 years. I have just always had the perfect example to follow with my parents. They have taught all of us kids to love unconditionally, and you know, we grew up going to church and we're very strong with our faith, and they just pretty much always taught us to just be kind. I value my family so much is because growing up we spent a lot of time together doing things. You know, they always valued family first.
I grew up in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. I went to Excelsior Springs High School. I went there alongside my older sister and my younger brother, Caitlin and Casey. After high school, I graduated and went to Doane University, was college, now university, and played soccer and graduated from Doane with a bachelor's in education. Right now, I teach 4th grade at Walnut Creek Elementary in Papillion. I think some values that my parents instilled in me was kind of just their want and desire to give us anything and everything that they could. It was constantly, what do you guys need? How can we help you get it? And that just drive and motivation to make sure that we were successful is probably the biggest thing that has impacted me in my life.
We met, it's a funny story.
About 2.5, 3 years ago, when I was student teaching at Friedstrom Elementary School in Lincoln.
My team, my kindergarten team, kept saying, you need to go down and talk to that student teacher. He kind of volunteered, but they also kind of wanted me to go down there and start getting the iPads every day they were stored in the 2nd grade.
The iPads just happened to be located down in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
And she happened to be the only kindergarten teacher that was capable of coming to get the iPad. I remember the first time I ever saw her, I was teaching and just going about my business, and I look out of the door and I see like 3 heads just like leaning in, peeking at me, just like doing this. And I didn't really think anything of it, but I realized it was kindergarten later.
I think he started to notice that I was going down there every day.
My cooperating teacher was Mr. Sipe at the time. Shout out to Mr. Sipe.
I went down to talk to kind of his cooperating teacher, just trying to make small talk.
Well, when she left, it was kind of funny because Mr. Sipe was like, yeah, she didn't come down here to talk to me.
Later that night, Mr. Sipe, who is a 2nd grade teacher, had asked if it would be okay if he gave Connor my number. And so he did. And
I think that's pretty much what I text you. I said, hey, you want to go get a drink and hang out? That way you don't have to come get the iPad cart every day anymore. It worked like a charm.
I feel so young and I feel so on top of the world, and I feel so I feel alive and I feel so.
One of the teachers in 4th grade, I think it was Gildersleeve, came up to me and said, would you just ask her out already?
he asked me out and he asked me to go to Blue Sushi. I was like, oh gosh, that's a really hard first date to eat sushi in front of him.
Probably isn't the best place for a first date because you have to put a whole sushi roll in your mouth at a time. So it doesn't really leave a lot of opportunity for conversing.
Awkward kind of situation because we were stuck in this little booth.
Like a group of people here and a group of people next to us. I was so glad you asked for a fork.
Yeah.
Because then I didn't have to use chopsticks and it would have been really embarrassing. So she asked for a fork. That was awesome. So I ate with a fork, which I know how to do.
We just kind of started talking and we ended up sitting there for a long dinner.
I feel like you rehearsed questions. Like, where are you from? Do you have siblings?
Not what it sounded like. It was really a great evening and yeah, we had a lot of fun.
I feel alive and I feel so I feel so brand new.
First kiss came after the first date. Sorry about that, Mike.
We went back to our apartment and we had a drink and just continued talking.
I had to get home back to Crete where I was living, going to Down.
Connor just kind of gave me a kiss goodbye as he was walking out, and
It was like that awkward, like, we're right here. Like, we should do this. And then I just kissed you, so.
because I'm like, Connor, we can't tell people it's on the first date. But it was. Okay.
Like a new car, like a first kiss, like a newborn. I never felt like this.
I knew pretty early that Connor was the one. It was like the second or third time with my family, and just how he was with my nieces and nephews, and he would just jump in and talk to my brother and brother-in-law, and just like he had always been there. And family is just so important to me, so that was just absolutely huge. He is just so loving and kind every single day. I just had never felt that way before, and he makes me so happy.
It's kind of a funny moment that I knew that she was the one. So we were playing tennis, and we played twice, 2-0 by the way. Tara hates losing. She absolutely hates losing, and she's so competitive. So I beat her, and me being me, I was like, oh, it's okay, Tara, you'll get it next time. And her being her, kind of wanted to punch me in the face. On the car ride home, she said something along the lines of, I hate that you beat me, but I still love you. I don't know why that was the sort of moment, but it's so much alike me. I think that kind of attributes to how our relationship is going to be forever, is we can be bitter about something, but still have that love for each other.
I feel alive and I feel so I feel so brand new.
Once I had the ring, I had to come up with how I was going to do it, and really I didn't know what to do because we're so different in regards to like grand gestures.
He's really good about little surprises and loves to surprise me, and I'm not good with surprises. I don't like them.
I was basically thinking about like hot air balloons, fireworks. She just doesn't really operate that way. And so one time she said to me, I just really want to get engaged in my pajamas.
It was like 6:30 in the morning. So I got up and I went downstairs, and there were rose petals all on the floor. He had his iPad set up, this little note that said press play, and he had videoed all his 4th graders giving reasons why I should marry him.
So each of them said funny things like he's ripped, or like he's got great hair, and I let them come up with it all on their own. There's one said that he's really intelligent, so he won't do anything dumb during your marriage.
And then after the video, it kind of led me downstairs.
The first thing that she said to me, I think, was, "Are you joking?" I was like, no, this is for real. But she's like already joking because it was 6:30 in the morning.
He really did a wonderful job, and I'm so happy that I get to marry him.
Say you'll be my only love.
One word to describe him.
Or do you want me to be like a serious one, or this is kind of that describes it? Sleepy.
Hope I spelled it right.
I'll write a better one.
Devoted. Connor is just devoted to everything he does in life. You know, he's devoted to making me happy every single day. He's devoted to his job, the way he works with his students. He's devoted to his family, to my family, to our families now. Just everything that he does it 100% and with all of his heart, and I just love him for that.
I put genuine to describe Tara because I think from the first moment I met her, she has always been upfront and real. I got to fall in love with her, and she's always that person that is compassionate because that's her, not because she feels like she needs to be. I think her genuine side is my favorite part about her.
Handwriting.
Oh, because you have good handwriting? You think you get to write?
Balance.
I like it.
We used balance, both very different people, which I think is why we just work so well together.
I'm pretty easygoing, like all the time. Tara's the opposite of that, and she is very like this and this.
Yeah, we just both really balance each other out.
Say you'll stay with me forever. Say you'll be my only love. We can make it through whatever. Say you'll be my only love.
Connor, I am so excited that I am officially your wife. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. I know that you will be my biggest support system, and I can't wait to grow in our faith, grow old together, and start our family. And I'm just so excited for this next stage in our life. I
look forward to the many years that we're going to spend together. I'm very, very excited that you are my wife, that you are Mrs. Williams, and I'm excited to order appetizers and drinks with you everywhere we go from here on out.
Loving you is elementary. It's easier than 1, 2, 3. I passed school, so consequently, it's coming so naturally. So A's for all that you've done for me. Being with you's only place I wanna be. Seeing you's the only thing I wanna see. Cause loving you is easy. 1, cause you're the only one for me. 2 is you and I hope you agree. 3 is for the words that you're making me speak. I love you, it's so easy. It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. Oh, loving you is easy. So let's not make this complicated. I never made the honor roll. And overthinking's overrated, and there's something that you should know, yeah. Let me count the reasons why. So A's for all that you've done for me. Being with you's only place I wanna be. Seeing you's the only thing I wanna see. Cause loving you is easy. 1, cause you're the only one for me. 2 is you and I hope you agree. 3 is for the words that you're making me speak. I love you, it's so easy. It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. Oh, loving you is easy. The hardest part was finding you, but once I did, I knew. Oh, I knew. My love, let me count the, let me count the, let me count the reasons why. So A's for all that you've done for me. Being This love is like the ocean that's crashing over me. It's like falling rain on the driest plains, as far as eyes can see. This love is like the church bells, as loud as they can ring, and the good man's face on his wedding day when he sees his bride to be. Nobody loves you like I do, and I'd never want them to. Nobody loves you like I do, and I can't get enough of you. And I don't ever want to. This love is like a mystery that's folding out in front of me. Yeah, this love is like no other. It's right where